The landscape for pet food in 2025 is already taking shape, and it's a dynamic, even complex mix, isn't it?
It really is.
We're seeing everything from, groundbreaking novel ingredient innovations to this heightened, almost obsessive focus on pet wellness and completely new ways we connect with pet parents.
Absolutely. And successfully navigating that mix isn't just about adapting. It's really about leading. Brands that miss these critical shifts, especially around pet parents' core values and how tech is redefining engagement, they could find themselves quickly outmaneuvered.
Yeah, falling behind fast.
So today, we're diving deep into what will truly define success for you right now as we look ahead.
Welcome to the Deep Dive, the essential briefing for leaders in the pet food industry. My role, it's to unpack the raw data, highlight those emerging trends, and pinpoint the crucial consumer behaviors you need to know.
And I'll be translating those insights into, well, concrete business implications and actionable strategies you can actually use to drive your brand forward. Today is June 30, 2025.
And for this deep dive, we're exploring feeding the future, how values, wellness, and innovation are redefining pet nutrition. Our mission is to distill the pivotal factors shaping your industry.
Yeah, we're drawing from the latest market reports, consumer surveys, expert analyses.
Exactly. Particularly the APPA's 2025 Dog and Cat Report and recent insights from Innova Market Insights, pet food processing, pet age, lots of good stuff.
And most importantly, we're focusing on what these insights mean for your product roadmaps, your marketing campaigns, e-commerce channels, and your overall brand strategy as we look towards 2025 and beyond.
Okay, so let's jump in. What's the first major theme the data is just screaming at us?
Well, if we connect this to the bigger picture, it's clear the very definition of a pet parent is undergoing this fundamental transformation. What's truly striking in the data about these modern pet owners and their relationship with their animals? What are you seeing?
What immediately jumps out is the demographic shift. It's huge. Millennials and Gen Z now make up nearly half, and I've seen some reports saying even more than half, like 57% of the pet-owning population in the U.S.
Wow, nearly 60%.
Yeah, this younger generation isn't just a segment. They are the driving force, actively redefining pet ownership. And within that, the rise of the cat dad. It's particularly fascinating.
The cat dad. Tell me more.
Cat ownership surged. A remarkable 23% in 2024 alone, reaching an all-time high of nearly 50 million households. And it's Gen Z and Millennial men specifically adopting cats at these unprecedented rates. They're shifting away from that old independent companion stereotype to genuinely active, engaged relationships. It's a totally different mindset.
Okay, so it's not just who is owning pets, but how deeply integrated these pets are becoming into daily life. That sounds like the key change.
Exactly. We're seeing a clear trend away from single cat households. They're declining. In contrast, homes with 2 cats have seen notable increases, like 8% up. And those with 3 or more cats, they've surged by over 35% since 2018. So this multi-pet dynamic, it presents a significant opportunity for brands.
Definitely. More mouths to feed, different needs, perhaps.
Right. But the core driver underpinning all this is that an overwhelming 97% of Americans now consider their pets family members. Full stop. Family.
97%. That's basically everyone.
Pretty much. And this profound bond, it translates into serious financial commitment. We're talking over $64 billion annually spent just on pet food and treats. Just food and treats.
That pet is family paradigm, then. It's not just a nice marketing slogan, is it? It fundamentally redefines pet food. It's moving from a mere commodity to an extension of human-grade values, really.
Totally.
The real insight here, I think, is how deeply this blurs the line between human and pet products. It opens doors for concepts like, personalized nutrition or even subscription meal kits that mirror human wellness trends. It goes far beyond just saying premium ingredients.
Oh, you can absolutely see this integration everywhere. For cat owners, for example, nearly half now train their cats. That's up 41% since 2018.
Training cats, okay.
Yeah. Sales of cat harnesses, leashes, collars, they're all up. And get this, 21% are hosting birthday or holiday parties for their cats. That's a staggering 250% increase since 2018.
250%. Wow. Birthday parties for cats.
Right. And pet-themed merchandise purchases are also way up, like 89% increase.
Okay.
For dogs, it's similar. Nearly 60% of dog owners take their dogs on errands weekly. That's up 6% just from 2023. And almost half express willingness to bring their pets to work.
The pet-friendly office trend continues.
And travel. 9 out of 10 travel by car with their dogs 3/4 by plane annually, and with increasing frequency, like 3 or more trips per year is
Yeah.
becoming more common.
So, okay, let's break it down. What does this mean for you, the brand manager listening? Your messaging, it absolutely must reflect this pet as family narrative. You need to emphasize emotional connection, shared experiences, the sheer joy of pet ownership. Move your story beyond just product features, and definitely consider how to specifically engage with that burgeoning cat dad segment.
Specific targeting.
And for product managers, this opens up huge opportunities. Think about developing new products focused on lifestyle integration, portable nutrition for travel, maybe on-the-go feeding solutions, products supporting cat training or travel.
And those celebratory treats, special occasion foods.
Exactly. Foods for pet milestones. And e-commerce managers, you need to optimize your product discovery, your purchase journeys to support these integrated lifestyles. Maybe think about bundling products specifically for multi-pet households.
Good point. Makes it easier.
And for customer insight managers, it's absolutely crucial to understand the nuanced values of Gen Z and Millennial pet parents. Especially their strong desire for brands aligning with sustainability, ethical practices. Transparency isn't just good practice. It builds deep, lasting trust.
Yeah, like Earth Animal.
Exactly. Look at Earth Animal. With its recyclable packaging, their B Corp certification.
Right.
They brilliantly communicate their commitment to both pet wellness and environmental stewardship. It resonates.
That connection is crystal clear. Okay, so from connection to consumption, let's talk buying habits. How are health and these new ingredients shaping choices? What does the data show regarding pet parents' nutritional decisions right now?
Well, what's truly fascinating here, I think, is this strong rebound we're seeing in premiumization. It dipped a bit, but it's back.
Oh, it's a very clear trend. Premium pet food has strongly rebounded in 2024 after that, slight economic dip. Meanwhile, basic food purchases are actually declining.
Interesting.
Premium cat food purchases up nearly 10% from 2023. Premium dog food up 5%. But here's where it gets really interesting and maybe less intuitive.
Okay.
We're seeing dramatic growth in functional add-ons and mixers. Dog food mixers and toppers are up over 120% since 2018.
120%.
And cat food equivalents, a staggering 138% increase. This signals that owners are moving beyond just choosing a primary food. They're actively trying to enhance their pet's nutrition. They're customizing.
And this proactive approach, it extends far beyond just the food bowl, right? It's moving into preventative health.
Exactly. Vitamin and supplement use grew steadily in 2024, about 6% versus 2023. But the long-term growth is even more telling. Over 55% for dogs and an even higher 70% for cats in the last 6 years alone.
70% for cats. What are they buying?
For dogs, joint health leads the way, then multivitamins, skin, and coat support. Cat owners prioritize multivitamins first, then prebiotics, probiotics, and digestion supplements seem to be key.
Okay, that makes sense. Gut health is huge in human wellness, too.
Right. And this all aligns with the fact that 2/3 of cat owners, for example, actively seek pet foods with health benefits analogous to their own diet. They're prioritizing natural ingredients, complete nutrition, product safety, high protein, and absolutely no artificial flavors or colors. The parallels are undeniable.
So pet parents are increasingly looking for the same quality, the same proactive health benefits for their pets as they seek for themselves. It's humanization, but on a deeper wellness level.
Totally.
This raises an important question then. How are novel proteins, these sort of cutting-edge ingredients, fitting into this picture? Are consumers truly ready for them, or is it still niche?
It seems they are, surprisingly, maybe more than we'd think. Roughly 70% of dog parents say they're willing to sample at least one novel protein.
70%, that's high.
It is. Cat parents are slightly less open, but still significant interest. For dogs, the top choices are bison, rabbit, and elk. For cats, it's rabbit, bison, and quail.
Okay, interesting preferences there. What about like insect protein or lab-grown?
Well, what's particularly insightful for cat owners is their distinct preference. When it comes to meat-free options, they seem to prefer microbial fermentation and microalgae proteins over insects or lab-grown meat.
Ah, so there's a specific comfort zone there. Less insecty, maybe?
Perhaps. It speaks to a need for careful positioning.
And I heard the data even breaks down distinct consumer profiles for these novel proteins. That sounds incredibly valuable for targeted marketing. It helps understand not just if they'll try it, but who they are.
It truly does. It's quite granular. For insect protein enthusiasts, the data shows they often have younger dogs, like 1, 3 years old. They're avid supplement users. 63% feed supplements daily or weekly.
Okay, very health-focused.
Yes, and they're more likely to be men under 40, often with cats too. It paints a picture of very health-conscious, engaged, maybe slightly adventurous segment.
And cultivated meat.
For cultivated meat adopters, here's a surprise. About 40% prioritize all natural ingredients.
Wait, all natural for cultivated meat? That seems counterintuitive.
It does, but it challenges assumptions about this tech-forward group. They're predominantly urban. They take their dogs everywhere. Nearly half have recently researched biotics, and they prefer YouTube for pet health information.
YouTube. Interesting channel preference. Okay, what about invasive fish?
The invasive fish protein segment, they tend to get their pet info from Instagram and Facebook. They seem more brand-focused. They often feed 3 meals per day, purchase dehydrated treats, and interestingly, are somewhat price-sensitive despite their sustainability motivations.
With different channels, different drivers, even within novel proteins. And format matters too, right? Not just kibble.
Definitely not just kibble. Another key finding is that novel protein adopters are less likely to prefer traditional kibble. They show stronger preferences for wet foods, pâtés, and even homemade additions. They clearly value the sensory experience for their pets, not just the nutrient panel.
These nuanced insights provide really clear directives, okay, for product managers listening. Prioritize development of premium functional foods, yes, but also mixers and toppers. Invest in those condition-specific diets, think sterilized cat formulas, weight management, digestive support.
Makes sense.
And absolutely explore novel proteins, but keep in mind that consumer receptiveness and those distinct format preferences. You need to think beyond just kibble.
Less kibble, more variety.
Exactly. For brand managers, you need to highlight health claims and natural ingredients with authenticity. Emphasize the proactive wellness benefits of supplements, functional foods. When it comes to novel proteins, education is paramount.
How so?
Focus on the benefits for nutrition, health, sustainability, whatever resonates with that specific protein. And consider appealing visuals, like InnovaFeed's charming Lucia mascot for their insect protein. It makes it approachable.
Right, less clinical.
And remember that all-natural messaging can be surprisingly effective even for cutting-edge concepts like cultivated meat. Don't dismiss it. For e-commerce managers, optimize your product presentation. Clearly showcase functional benefits, novel ingredients. Consider bundling supplements with food-added value, seamless integration.
Smart bundling.
Finally, for customer insight managers, understand that pet owners often have an education gap, especially around pet weight and nutrition. Your brand can bridge this. Provide seamless guidance on food transitions, mixing products. That builds loyalty.
Become the trusted advisor.
Precisely. And target specific consumer profiles for novel proteins based on their demographics and their preferred information channels. Like we said, YouTube for the cultivated meat curious, Instagram, Facebook for those interested in invasive fish. Go where they are.
Okay, that covers product and wellness trends really well.
Which leads us perfectly to our final crucial area. With such an engaged, digitally savvy audience, how are successful brands redefining their marketing and e-commerce strategies to truly resonate? What's working now?
Well, what the data tells us loud and clear is that digital dominance isn't just a trend, it's the foundation. Millennials and Gen Z are highly active on social media. They expect mobile-friendly content at every single stage of their journey.
Mobile first, absolutely.
The entire marketing funnel for these generations is just by its very nature social. And it's not just about being digital, it's about authenticity over perfection.
Ah, the authenticity factor.
Yeah.
Huge.
Younger consumers are deeply skeptical of overly produced, slick content. They gravitate toward conversational-style videos, genuine storytelling, smartphone-quality content that mirrors daily life. That resonates much more strongly.
Like user-generated content, almost?
Sort of. Think about the farmer's dog. They didn't just buy ad space. They built this whole vibe around authentic pet joy on Instagram and TikTok. Real dogs, real moments. And it's connecting with millions.
So it's about genuine connection and relatable content, not just polished campaigns that feel like ads.
Yeah.
And where does technology like AI fit into this more authentic picture?
Right. It might seem contradictory, but AI is becoming increasingly crucial for that customized nutrition and creating truly personalized experiences at scale.
Okay.
Ollie's digital health screening tool, for example, provides tailored food recommendations. Purina's Pet Food Finder uses AI for personalized suggestions based on breed, age, needs.
So AI enables the personalization that makes the experience feel more authentic, more relevant.
Exactly. And beyond direct customer interaction, AI-driven analytics are optimizing digital advertising itself, figuring out which ad copy, content, placements perform best, boosting your ROI. And another shift.
Yeah.
We're seeing a significant move beyond traditional influencers. Some brands are steering away from just leveraging popularity toward working with partners.
Partners, not just influencers. What's the difference?
Partners who tell authentic stories and truly embody the brand values. Nulo's Olympic campaign with athletes like Simone Biles, Caleb Dressel, that's a perfect example.
Yeah.
It emphasized authentic emotional bonds, peak performance. It connected their brand to a lifestyle, not just a product feature.
That's a smart evolution of the influencer model, isn't it? Transforming it into deeper brand advocacy, more meaningful.
Definitely. And it has to be coupled with platform-specific strategies. You can't just blast the same content everywhere.
You could tailor it.
Content must be meticulously tailored to each platform's strengths. Think the unique video formatting on TikTok versus YouTube, different hashtag approaches. Innovate, for instance, they focus heavily on Instagram for visually engaging educational content about their novel insect proteins. Makes sense for that platform.
Visual storytelling for Instagram. Got it.
And finally, community building. It's becoming a massive differentiator. Online forums, dedicated social media groups, virtual events. They're actively strengthening the bond between the brand and the customer, creating loyal advocates who talk to each other.
Okay, let's synthesize this for the managers again. For brand managers, this means revamping marketing strategies. Prioritize authentic, relatable, maybe even smartphone quality content that seamlessly integrates pets into owners' daily lives.
Less corporate speak.
Exactly. Your role shifts from being purely product-centric to acting as a partner or maybe a coach in the pet parenting journey. And carefully select those partners who can genuinely communicate your brand's values rather than just chasing reach.
Quality over quantity in partnerships.
Precisely. E-commerce managers, you need to invest in digital-first, mobile-optimized campaigns. Ensure a frictionless user experience, fast load times, seamless navigation, easy checkout. Offer proactive customer service, maybe live chat, personalized recommendations using that AI.
Make it easy, make it relevant.
For marketing managers, social and digital promotion must be at the forefront. Use AI-driven analytics for precise ad targeting, better ROI. Tailor content formats for specific platforms, short-form video, interactive polls, user-generated contests that get your community involved and excited.
Get them creating with you.
Yes. And for customer insight managers, focus on building vibrant online communities, places where pet owners can share stories, ask questions, connect with each other and with you, consistently engage, listen to feedback, celebrate customer milestones, leverage user-generated content, highlight user stories to deepen those relationships.
It builds that loyalty loop.
Think about industry leaders like Chewy. They set the gold standard for digital experience, ease of use, fast delivery, those amazing personal touches like handwritten holiday cards. People love those cards.
BarkBox, masters of collaborating with creators for playful, shareable content that just spreads organically because it's fun.
Okay, that's a lot of ground covered.
It is. All right, pulling together the threads from our discussion on feeding the future, how values, wellness, and innovation are redefining pet nutrition. What are the, let's say, 2 or 3 critical strategic imperatives for our listeners based on all this data? What do they absolutely need to do?
Okay, first, the data shows such a clear and powerful shift. Pets are now truly integral family members, period. This means pet parents are prioritizing holistic wellness. Everything from premium nutrition and functional ingredients to proactive supplementation. And they're integrating their pets into every single aspect of their lives, from daily errands right through to birthday celebrations. This profound bond, it's fundamentally defining purchasing decisions. Precisely. So, as the first strategic imperative, brands must deepen their emotional connection with pet parents by truly aligning with their values, prioritizing comprehensive wellness solutions, and creating products that genuinely support these integrated, family-centric lifestyles.
Yeah, it's not just talk.
No. This includes investing in premium, functional foods and supplements, and really exploring personalized nutrition options that reflect this human-pet bond.
Okay, imperative 1, deepen connection through values, wellness, and lifestyle integration. What's number 2?
Well, number 2 relates to innovation.
Right. Secondly, we've seen how critical innovation is, especially with novel proteins. While there's definitely a growing openness, consumers have quite specific preferences for protein types, for product formats beyond just traditional kibble.
Yeah, not a one-size-fits-all approach.
And marketing these cutting-edge innovations requires very specific, targeted approaches based on those nuanced consumer profiles we talked about.
That's right. Therefore, a second imperative is to innovate thoughtfully with novel proteins and alternative formats, but backed by transparent, benefit-driven education that's tailored to specific consumer segments and their preferred information channels.
Education is key there.
Crucial. And remember that all-natural messaging can surprisingly resonate, even with the most cutting-edge concepts like cultivated meat. It's about bridging the new with the familiar language they trust.
Got it. Innovate thoughtfully with tailored education. And the final one.
The final one brings it all together in the digital space.
Right. And finally, the digital landscape has completely redefined how pet parents engage with brands. Authenticity, personalization, community. These are the new currency. It's no longer just about what you sell, but the genuine experience and that profound connection you provide online and offline.
Indeed. So our final imperative is to transform marketing and e-commerce strategies to be digital-first, mobile-optimized, and fundamentally community-centric, leveraging authentic storytelling and AI-driven personalization to build that lasting loyalty.
Be where they are, how they want to connect.
These actions, they aren't just about capturing market share in the short term. They're really about earning the trust and the passionate advocacy of the next generation of pet lovers. That's the long game.
And that's our deep dive into feeding the future. How values, wellness, and innovation are redefining pet nutrition. A lot to think about.
A lot. Thank you for joining us. We truly hope this provides a clear roadmap for navigating the immense opportunities and, the challenges ahead in 2025. It's an incredibly dynamic, exciting time to be in pet food.
Definitely is. For more details on the specific data points discussed, you can always check the links to our sources in the show notes. And hey, don't forget to subscribe to the deep dive so you don't miss our next essential briefing.
Until next time, keep a keen eye on those evolving trends. And remember that the brands that truly thrive in the future will be those that not only listen, but anticipate customer needs and put people and their beloved pets at the very heart of everything they do.
Keep innovating and leading the market.